Okay, we're going.
Oh my God, we're going straight in.
What did we just watch?
We just watched the trailer, or more like mini movie, for the new Wicked film.
And we had to get together and chat about it immediately.
Like, comments are bursting forth from me. Oh, I have so many feelings.
So what I think maybe where we should start is, like, we have already done an episode on Wicked. So we talked about, like, the initial thoughts that we had about the movie. And I think that this trailer has, like, kind of updated our thoughts quite significantly.
Definitely. Like, I think when we did the episode on Wicked and we speculated about the film or films coming out, we basically knew nothing. I think the press shot had been released.
We knew the cast. And we knew it was going to be in 2 parts.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And which freaked us out a little bit. But I have to say, after this trailer, I am so excited. I think it's going to be fabulous.
I mean, we've already discussed booking logistics.
Yeah.
I was like,
day.
Maddie, what cinema
Find
are
a
we
good
going
cinema.
to? I was like, we have to book this now. We need to very seriously think about exactly what sort of format of cinema we want to go to. We need to start drawing up a list of attendees.
Yeah.
You know, I want people who want to sing along.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be great. And it just looks stunning. Like, it's going to be cinema worthy.
I feel very positive after that trailer.
Yeah.
Very, very positive. There are things where I still think, oh, that looks like a bit of a glitch. But
it is only the trailer.
It is only the trailer.
It's still, like, months away.
Oh, for sure. I was always nervous about this getting the CGI treatment a bit too much.
Yeah, although I didn't notice this as much, as there had been, like, a teaser trailer, and that one looked, like, really fake and really, really CGI. And I actually think that this looks a lot better, and that is one of the things that keeps getting improved up until literally, like, the day of release.
Yeah.
They keep working on it, and they'll bring out trailers where, like, stuff is unfinished.
Yeah.
So I am much less worried about that than I was from, like, the teaser trailer. I think it actually looks kind of beautiful.
We have got 6 months to run. I think when I sort of say the CGI, I don't mean the special effects are going to look pants. I more mean I love Wicked, and it is a hard balance to strike with a film, because on the one hand, you now on the screen get to do proper world creation. Like,
yeah.
We just got to look at Shiz University there. And Shiz University on stage is just some people standing on boxes.
Yeah, it's implied.
It's just implied, exactly. There isn't really much of a set. So I thought, okay, they're definitely going to have to build that or render it somehow. But what I don't need is too much of, like, CGI monkeys. You just think, I want this to still be about the people. Let's be about the people and the music.
I think it will be. It will be. And I think what I'm interested in is, I got the impression from this, like, it went really deep into the story in the trailer, and I think that is indicative that it's going to take the story and the emotions seriously. And in particular, like, some of the stuff that we said we love about Wicked is the political side and that more, like, serious stuff. Like, there was a shot of them, like, burning an effigy of the witch of Elphaba, and I'm just like, oh, it gave me, like, shivers.
Yeah.
It's, like, terrifying, and that's exactly what you want.
Yes.
You want that, like, we want the story to be taken seriously.
Yes. I want more. I mean, I love the music, but if they're doing 2 films, we've got scope for some new dialogue.
Yeah.
I actually don't know this, but I wonder if Winnie Holtzman is doing the full screenplay. I hope she is.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
question.
Let's look that up afterwards, because she was so spot on with the dialogue for the actual script for the stage musical that I want more of that. If we're going to spend more time at Shiz, great. I want more teen interaction.
Yeah.
But then later, I want the dark stuff. I want the rawness of what Elphaba and Fiyera's relationship becomes, and the breakdown of her and Glinda's friendship. I want it in all its nasty glory.
Yeah. And you know why I think that, like, because we were worried about it being split in 2. I think there are still, like, negative reasons that, like, it probably shouldn't have been split in 2. But I have more hope, because I have seen, so the director is John Chu, who directed the In the Heights movie.
Okay.
And that is possibly one of the better adaptations of a musical into, like, a movie that actually works, like, both, like, taking both what's good about a musical and also what's good about film and like really bringing those two things together.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what he will try to do. And he's also spoken about like being completely obsessed with Wicked himself. Like
thank
he
God.
is like a complete musical theatre Wicked obsessive. And like ever since he started making movies, this was the one thing he wanted to make.
Okay,
so
love
like
that.
I feel like I like really trust that, and I can see that like obsession with this story in the trailer, which is really exciting.
Yes, it wouldn't work if it was in someone else's hands who sort of thought, oh, I went to see the musical because someone had talked to me about the project.
Yeah. No.
We want a massive nerd who loves this musical to do it.
Yeah.
Casting, I think, looks awesome.
Oh, yes. Both Ariana and Cynthia Erivo look like they look the part, and they're like the moments of acting and glimpses of acting that we're getting are like, really nice. Particularly Ariana Grande, actually.
Yes.
I think she looks amazing. Like she sounds incredible.
She looked better than I thought as well.
Yeah.
As in, and I don't just mean like visually. It's like they say she looks better, it sounds bad, but like she seemed to be doing, or she seems to be coming up with a kind of version of Glinda.
Yeah, like
that
her
is
own
her
version.
own.
Yeah, and that is interesting, and not just Ariana Grande. It's like a character.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I always thought it was an interesting decision to cast her because she was so frequently suggested for Elphaba when the film was being discussed, and I was sort of in that camp. I thought, okay, I can get behind that. Like, she's got such a good voice. She's recorded a lot of the stuff already, hasn't she? And I thought, okay, I can work with that. I can see that. And when they announced she was going to be Glinda, I thought,
But
interesting.
she has got that like kind of petiteness, that kind of cutesiness that makes sense for Glinda.
Oh, I'm completely sold. I think having seen the trailer now, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I completely get that decision. And in many ways, maybe you need that slightly greater stage presence for Elphaba.
Yeah, you need that more seriousness, that more... She's obviously older, which was something I was slightly confused by in the casting. Cynthia Erivo. She's like, she is not university age, but we're in a fantasy land, so who cares? Like, you know, it's fine.
It's cool, it's fine. Yeah, they're making it work.
And
nor is Jonathan Groff.
No, you mean Jonathan Bailey?
Oh, yes! There's just too many people called Jonathan in musicals. Attractive. I mean Jonathan Bailey, you're totally right.
Who we hardly saw in the trailer, to be fair, so we didn't really get much of Fiyero.
Yeah, the trailer trailed him to the same amount where we spoke in our Wicked episode about the fact that Fiyero is sort of an irrelevancy in Wicked the musical. Like, he's got an all right number, but otherwise,
Did you recognise the voice, which I didn't know, of who they've cast as Dr. Dillamond?
No.
It's Tyrion Lannister.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
That's very cool. Oh my god, what's that guy's name?
I
love
remember
that
his
guy.
name.
I know exactly who you mean.
Anyway, he's
so cool.
As soon as I heard his voice, I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh,
Peter
that's
Dinklage.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes. I was busy getting all like, you know, fangirly about like, this has got Jeff Goldblum in it.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
It's going to be fun.
There's a lot of quite serious actors in this who I think are getting ready to sort of be quite playful, and I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good. I still don't know how they're going to stretch out the songs over the course of a whole movie, though. Like, by definition, we're only going to have 50% of the songs in this film.
Yeah.
So, like, will it feel like a musical if it's got essentially, like, a diluted number of songs? Will they put in new songs? I kind of don't want them to put in any new songs, but
Nor
maybe
do
they
I.
will.
I feel that way as well, but I mean, I'm ready to be proved wrong.
Yeah,
but no, I don't want new songs. The score is perfect.
Yeah.
Every song is perfect.
Yeah.
I was imagining they were going to fill time with more dialogue, in which case, great. Distract me with some really, really good dialogue.
Yeah. And flesh out the story and the characters in that way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what's a comparable thing where the ratio of script to music is a little bit less than it would be in just like your classic stage musical, and where it does work. But I'd struggle to think, maybe something more like Glee, where it's a TV format and you occasionally get a song.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time it's scripted.
Or maybe like older musicals that kind of really flipped between song, then dialogue, then song, rather than like being more moulded between the two.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to cut the films at the point of the interval? Like, we're going to get Defying Gravity and then end of film 1?
I assume so, but like they would have to lead it into something. Like with the end of a movie, they can't literally end on that last note. I feel like there would have to be like a kind of like almost like a post-creditsy kind of like a something that leads you into what's happening next.
Yes, like some kind of epilogue. Yeah, it can't literally go, oh, end.
Also, everyone has been scrutinizing and I think there was a different one on the previous trailer to this one, and I am convinced that we have not heard the actual version that will end up in the movie.
I hope not.
I think that they've just like found a version of the many different cuts that they've got that they think sounds dramatic in a trailer, and that like the actual ending to that song will be like completely unique for the movie.
I want to be shocked in the cinema.
Yeah.
I want to not know how that end sequence of sort of notes is going to go, and equally no good deed. I want to see what Cynthia
no
Erivo
good deed's not going to be until the second movie.
No, I know, but you know when she does the like again. I want to see what her again is going to be like, which will be completely awesome. But yeah, it's going to get to the end of the first movie, and I'm going to think, no, but I want no good deed. I want as long as you're mine. As
long as you're mine.
Come on. And I think what this trailer has done has made people. I'd love to know if since the trailer, Spotify has seen an uptick in people downloading and listening to and streaming Wicked. I bet it has.
I'm sure. And yeah, it really did tell the most of the story of the first act, though, which was an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Because, like, it kind of gave away the whole plot. Like, there's not really anything missing.
Nope, you're right. If you know the story already and you've seen the show, the trailer, which was very long, did show...
Summarise the whole thing.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wondering whether that's in order to captivate an audience who doesn't know Wicked and to try and, like, pull them into the world a bit more, and that... Yeah, you wouldn't notice it as much if you didn't already know the story. I
would be interested. I mean, this is nobody that we know, but I'd be interested to know what somebody's reaction was if they had no knowledge of Wicked and they just saw that trailer. Whether they would think, huh? Well, or whether they think, yeah, that looks cool.
They would be referencing The Wizard of Oz, and they would be recognising the stuff that is recognisable to them from The Wizard of Oz, like the wizard and the big face and just having Glinda and the Green Witch, you know, like they would be noticing, oh, this is cool, like retelling the Wizard of Oz. Like, you know, they would be having the original reactions that we had like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Although I also imagine that the number of people who have no knowledge of this is actually very small. Because this isn't something like, if they were to make a film version, which I really would love them to do, of something like Spring Awakening, or even or Rent or something where...
Well, they did a movie of
Yeah, true. Very, very true. But where, like, the people who knew what it was were confined to a particular age group, and it had maybe come off Broadway by a certain point, and Spring Awakening's not on at the moment. Whereas Wicked, people are seeing it today who are 6 years old. People continue to bring their kids. It's a real kids vehicle at Christmas or something. Yeah. So... I can't think, it's not like people watching this trailer are like, oh my God, this is the thing that we loved when we were 15, which is our reaction to it.
Yeah, fair. It's still a massive blockbuster.
It's a massive thing.
Yeah.
Do you think this will stop people going to the musical?
Or send more people to the musical? It would send more people to the musical. I think in general, these things are like, they work both ways.
Yeah.
If something's super popular in one medium, then it just people want to explore it in all the other ways. So
I hope that's true, because I otherwise thought, what an enormous gamble. Like this musical is still popular. This is still a #1 ticket seller.
Well, that's why London. They often don't release like pro-shot versions of musicals where you actually just like film the stage show while the show's still on, because they do think that those might be might take away from live audiences. But I think an adaptation into a movie is a different thing.
Yeah, and also when they did that with Hamilton on Disney Plus, I just wanted to go back and see Hamilton again.
Exactly.
I was just like, oh, I forgot how good this was. Yeah. Take my money for the theatre. I would like to pay for this again. But no, I thought that trailer was wicked. Oh, lol. I didn't even do that deliberately. And you had sent it to me. In fact, we've circulated this round, all our friends, including the extremely niche musicals WhatsApp group that we have on our phones. But everybody's been excited about this. And you sent it to me while I was on a plane. And so I saw that you'd like sent me something. I thought I knew what it was, but then it went into that bit of the runway where you're out of signal. I had to wait like 4 hours. and then I got to the other side and thought, yes, I can now see what this is. But such was the importance of it that the friend I was visiting and I were like, we have got to watch this properly, on a proper, like we need to sit down, watch this, and then immediately put the soundtrack on the whole way through.
Yeah.
We were like, there is only one way of doing this.
And we just rewatched it on a TV, and I feel like, it really, you can see already, like, it's going to look fantastic in a cinema.
Yeah. Opening day, here we come.
We will be there.
You've been listening to the Fangirl Diaries. Follow us on Instagram at Fangirl Diaries Pod.
And do share us with any of your friends that you think might enjoy the podcast, and rate or review us on Spotify or Apple Music.